And it's lights out. Welcome to the Pitwall, your stop for fantasy Formula One content. Here we are going to do League DRD. Joining me is my bro Dominic, my father, Dr. David Kessler, our great friend Spencer. And Dominic must admit, Spencer has been filling in for you a couple of times, and he has done you good. Let's look at our race results. We had in the match of Lords, Paula and Dad, but Dominic and I in the match of Kings. And Dominic, 47 points to my 28, with no credits spent, which means that the plan is now being executed where you can start spending credits whenever you need to dominate. And that means that you forfeit the court race. So I get 1 crown, 1 credit. You get 2 crowns, 0 credits. So
now hold on. It almost makes up for the fact that Dad tricked me into using a turbo last week, so last race. So that makes up for it. I am now net even.
Which now brings us to the match of Lords between Paula and Dad. Dad, you got a clean sweep, 29 points with Alonso and Bottas, and 43 points with Sainz and Gasly. And so that means that you're going to be able to face off against Dominic, and I'm going to be facing off against Paula.
And you got as many points as me this week. Dang it. Look at that. No, look. He lets me get the Kings race the previous week, saying it's okay, I'll get 2 points this race anyway, so it doesn't matter.
And then Dad got 2 points without needing to be in the Kings race.
Yeah, without needing to be in the Kings race, so.
Okay, Dad, how did you feel about that strategy you executed?
I went better than I thought it was going to go, so I'm happy.
Actually, you had to do what you did, right, in order to win both. Because I believe if you had switched the lineups, you wouldn't have been able to get as good of a result. Okay, here's the conundrum now. Spencer, you've done such a great job, and you've been drafting for Dominic, and it seems like we're giving you a different person, Paula. How do you feel trying to switch gears, dealing with a totally different strategy?
I think I can do it. I mean, considering how well I did last race, I got to be on my win streak here.
True. I think Spencer has been winning crowns ever since he's joined.
Plus, he's going against the same team.
Oh.
Yes, that will help. I'm playing basically the same person in my eyes, so I already have a head
he's
start.
He's already figured me out, and he's probably going to get signs again. Wow.
There's a slight shakeup because now he has to worry about more than just the Kings race,
okay, true.
Yeah, he's got to actually consider for both now.
Yeah, let's go to the spreadsheet so that you guys can see what we've got here. With those victories, Dad 459 points total for the season, Dominic 387, me 397, and Paula 441. But because it's League DRD, your overall score for the whole season isn't what matters. It matters if you win that match or not. So Dad, with his double points, is now 9 crowns. I am in second with 8 crowns. Paula with 7 crowns. Dominic with 6. But Dominic leads the way with 6 credits. Paula has 3. Dad has 2. And I have 1. Which now brings us to our team situation. Everybody except Sainz, the top 6 racers, are wildcards. And Sainz right now is at 21 for his race average. And so that means there's one last race that he possibly could be involved in, which is not what I was hoping for. But it seems like that's going to make it easy for some of the people who are able to get it. So we're going to begin now with the match of Lords with me and then Spencer filling in. And let's double check that since I have more crowns, Spencer, you're going to be able to pick your keeper first again. Your options, Norris, Vettel, Ocon, or Tsunoda.
Yeah, y'all have exactly the same team. Oh, never mind. It's almost the exact same team.
Yeah, mine is Schumacher. I think I gotta go with Norris. He's consistent. I don't know how he only has 17 points average. I feel like he should be doing better. He's never in the bottom. Gotta keep Norris.
Okay, Norris will be good. And Norris didn't finish quite at the top, so you'll have some really good drafts still option for you, which then means I've got Schumacher, Vettel, Ocon, and Tsunoda. And because I'm in the match of Lords, I have to consider both the King's race and the court race. Let's see. I'm going to kick over to the draft real quick so I can see what how this is going to be. So Ocon finished 8th. Norris finished 7th. So if I pick him, we're pretty much drafting the same. If I do Vettel, he's 11th, which will give me a little bit more options. If I do Schumacher, it gives me a whole lot more options. And the situation, though, is that you've picked Norris, so you can't... Ooh, interesting. So I need to pick somebody who's going to... No, because I get to draft twice. So, okay, I'm pretty much... Okay, that's fine. Then I'm going to pick... Ocon. Maybe Ocon will be able to repeat his great performance at Hungary last year and be able to do it again this year. Okay, let's go over to our match of kings. Okay, Dominic, yeah, even though you are the defending king, you've got the lowest amount of crowns between you and Dad. So you get to pick your keeper first.
So real. This is the first time I've been the king. Yeah, this is the first time I was even in the king's race, and now I'm defending it. So, pretty crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Sainz. Let's use him while we still got him.
Yep. So here's the thing, though, bro. If you have Sainz this race and he gets over the 21 for next race, then he won't be your keeper option. So that's something you're gonna want to keep track of is who you're gonna line up as keeper for the next race. That's gonna take Sainz off the board for Dad, which leaves you Bottas, Alonso, and Gasly. Who are you wanting as your keeper?
Well, let's see. So if I kept Alonso, who would my next choices be?
Are you thinking too hard?
Yeah, I am.
So
I'll
just
take
pick
Bottas.
somebody. Just pick somebody that's not going to help you at all.
Okay, Bottas.
Oh,
Okay,
them
good
fighting words.
old Bottas.
He's not gonna help me much.
Okay, so that means Spencer and I are going to begin with our draft. Match 2. So to review for anybody who's watching perhaps for the very first time, League DRD is our version of fantasy in which we take the money out of it and you have a team that is unique to your competition for that race. So that means anyone I draft, Spencer can't have. Anyone that Donnie drafts, Dad can't have. And so then after that match, we then rotate our partner and then you get one keeper from the previous week. And so now we're to the point where we draft. The draft order is based off of the previous race's results. So as you can see, Verstappen won the race, so he's at the top of the list. Leclerc DNF, so he's in the green zone. Green means that they're all counted as 20. Therefore, they're able to have the most options of drafting. Since I'm going to have the opportunity to draft second, Spencer will be drafting first, and his pick was Norris. So we look at his column, AP under Norris, and he can draft anyone who is 14th or below. In this case, Bottas down. Who are you going to draft, Spencer?
Well, I would love to go low. However, you get to draft 2 people in a row. So I've kind of got to assume that you're going to make a good draft decision.
Yep.
So as much as I would love to pick one of the Haas boys, I'm going to assume that you're probably going to pick one of them. So I'm going to go with, who's my highest option here? Bottas. Bottas is always good. He's lucky that he had a poor race last time, so that's going to set me up well for whoever you leave me after your 2 picks.
Okay, so now that means with Ocon, I got to pick a really good option. Let's see. We've got Albon down. I need someone who's going to guarantee me drafting Sainz. So I have to, if I'm going to go with Sainz, we look at the row. Boop, 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 boop. So it needs to be Zhou or down. Okay, this is where the good news, if you didn't hear it in our Pitwall picks in our lineups video, Haas is bringing their one major upgrade this season at Hungary, and they're giving it to the Haas with more championship points, which in this case will be Magnussen. So I'm going to draft Magnussen and hope that he doesn't DNF again, and bro be trolling, trying to give me the Agent of Chaos. Latifi, give me that man. Magnussen. And then that means with Magnussen being able the opportunity to go, then that will then allow me to draft Sainz. So
No, that's bad.
So you drafted Bottas, so then you are able to get pretty much anybody left in the field out except Alonso.
The question is, I need to pick 2 good drivers. So I pick someone like Vettel, for example. That means I can get his teammate, Stroll, which is good, but I don't want to have two people on the same team, right? Like those two individually are I would say probably the best of the rest, but I don't want two people on the same team because then I'm missing out on bonus points.
Ah.
So I've got to aim to be able to get Alonso. Now the problem is, in order to get Alonso, my options are Schumacher, Latifi, or Sonoda. So I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I pick two people that are on the same team? Or maybe I go with Gasly or Albon, but historically they haven't quite been good enough. Ooh, this is tough. I really want to go with Alonso. Alonso just like he gives me hope of winning. The other drivers they don't inspire hope. You know what I mean?
And with how good that the Alpines have been these last couple races, you're looking at someone who can be in the top 10 finishing, and with a good quali, that's somebody like you can say who can give you hope on getting a mass haul of points that you are going to need.
Sonoda did look pretty good until he got crashed out.
That's true. He surprised me, but that's unfortunate. We don't need guys that quali well. We need good people on Sunday, and that's the problem, right?
Yeah. So now I think I'm going to go with... Oh, wait a second. Alonso gives me... Yeah, Schumacher. I think of the remaining couple of drivers, Schumacher has the highest potential to finish top. He's got a couple really good finishes this season. Like, he's gotten a few, 10, 20-point races. He just has this problem where he qualifies good and then just gets murdered in the race. And that's what's really been hurting his fantasy points. So I think this is the team I'm going to go with. I've got good odds of beating you, If Sainz just hits the gravel, easy win.
Man, I feel like if Ferrari could just start putting together a good weekend, but yeah, man, they just haven't been. But here we go. On to the match of Kings, bro.
Pick your last guy, huh?
Oh no!
Yeah, he didn't need a fourth guy. Nope.
No.
He thinks he's gonna beat you with just 3 people.
Signed by himself in one race.
He's gonna have to use the wild card just to get back up to 4.
Okay, hold on. Sorry, thank you. Who did I last draft was Magnussen. You know what? They've been talking about Stroll so much in our lineups video and online. I'm gonna give Stroll a chance. Let's give Stroll a good shot.
Biggest flex of all time.
Now on to the match of Kings, bro. You've got not only signs, you get first draft. Who are you gonna pick up?
Yeah, I'm feeling Magnussen. We talked about him earlier. We'll see if those upgrades do him any good.
Okay, you got Magnussen. Dad, you get 2 drafts, starting off with Bottas.
So I can't get Alonso, right?
Oh, he's just out of reach.
Then in that case, I guess I have to go with Norris. And who does Norris give me options of? Norris gives me Albon, Schumacher, Zoe. Boy, all these look so exciting. Albon has the most average of all these people, doesn't he?
Wait, you picked up Bottas first, and now you just drafted Norris, right?
Correct.
So you can't draft Albon.
What is that? Oh, I see now. Yeah. So it's a Schumacher versus Zoe. Okay, well, I guess... Man, so the problem is Magnussen gets the upgrades.
Mm-hmm.
So how is McSchumacher going to go?
Funny how at Williams, when they did upgrades, Albon crashed, and Latifi, he did all right that race.
I'll take Schumacher.
Okay. So now it's back to bro.
Magnussen gives me all the options.
All the options.
What a bunch of options I have here.
Yeah, you have 3 options that all have average of 12 points and 2 options with 10 points.
Yeah, I like Alonso. I like what he's doing. How many fantasy points did he get this last race? Do you remember?
Alonso?
23.
Yeah, you can look under column AC labeled R. So he scored 23 points this last race.
Yeah, I'm going to get him. Make sure I can see that.
Okay.
I like that. You're on the same wavelength as me.
Yo.
Alonso gives you hope.
It gives you hope. Gives you a chance. I already know what I want to put as the thumbnail on this video. There's this great picture of this last race with Alonso with a thumbs up. So Alonso gives you Zoe, Latifi, and Sonoda.
I'm gonna say skip all that. I'm gonna pick up Leclerc as my fourth.
Yeah, of course. Spend those
Yeah,
wild
yeah.
card. Watch him crash
Oh,
again.
okay. Let's see here. I mean, out of these three, I'm probably just gonna go with whoever got the most this last time.
0, 0, 0.
They all got 0.
Zoe got 6.
Yo, yeah, I'll probably just go with him then.
All right,
Okay.
so that leaves me with Ocon. I guess Ocon or Stroll. They've been really talking about Stroll, haven't they?
Yeah, but he averages 12 points. Ocon averages 16.
Ocon.
You can go with Stroll.
Yeah, I could go with
Look,
Ocon.
man, he'll be great for your
For
team.
the team that doesn't count.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
let's now
Ocon's
go
fine.
back to our teams.
Does
Where
someone
we're
want to make
going to have our draft opportunity. Okay, so we're going to put it in the Discord under our lineups for Hungary. Okay, don't forget, it's 1 credit to be able to turbo a driver. 2 credits to either mega driver or to get a wild card, which means that you can select one of the top 6 drivers that are, well, in this case, there's 5 of them, and they're over 21 average points per race. And they are uncapped points when you get a wild card. Okay, so for the match of Lords, it's going to be Spencer and myself first. So, looking at those combinations. Okay.
Okay, I think I've got my team ready to go.
I'm ready, Spencer. Are you ready?
I am ready.
3, 2, 1, reveal! Okay, so in the King's race, you are putting Alonso and you are putting Schumacher, that you want to give you the hope to potentially beat the combination of Sainz and Ocon. It'll be teammates, Alonso versus Ocon, and then Schumacher versus Sainz. And then we've got in the court race, I've got Stroll and Magnussen. Hopefully that those upgrades will do well for me. And you've got Norris and Bottas. Actually, that's going to be a very tasty battle. Norris and Bottas versus Stroll and Magnussen. Interesting. What are your thoughts about our pairings?
See, I was gonna use my turbo in the King's race, and then I was gonna turbo Alonso and say, Alonso with a turbo is better than Sainz, and that way I would put my two good guys in the second race and go for both. But I chickened out because I was afraid you were going to use your 1 turbo to get you back to the King's race. But now looking back on it, I should have realized you wouldn't use your turbo and that I should have turboed Alonso and gone for both of them.
True. I did think about using the turbo, but then I thought, okay, if I use the turbo, what would make the most sense? And then I thought, well, why not just wait until Sainz is off the board? And then when I get in the King's race, then I can be able to use my turbos with more effect, right? So I'm playing a little bit longer, but we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. This now is down to Dad and Bro Dominic. You guys ready with your lineups?
No, hold on. Before we post that, I just thought about something. I think it must be some advice for you. You could take it or leave it. Obviously, I'm your opponent, so you don't have to do what I'm suggesting here. But I was thinking, if you were to Mega Driver Schumacher in the courts race, I think you could really go far with that.
Well, thank you for such consideration.
No, I was thinking, the Mega Driver keeps you honest.
If you do that, then I will give you a hand. I'll give you a few claps if you do that.
You want me to Mega Driver Schumacher in the courts race, even though I don't have him?
No, Mega Drive anyone in the courts race.
Oh, so that I can just flex with all of my credits.
Flex your credits?
Flex my credits. Yeah,
Flex your credits?
I'm not that vain. I do like winning. Yeah, I'm ready if you are.
Sure.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, reveal! Okie dokie.
Oh, he's wildcarding. Oh no!
What?
Yeah, that's a move.
Fireworks.
Man, this is the first one of the season, and in fact, if you hadn't have done that, I was like, it's maybe time to think about retiring that option. But here we are.
Dad won 2 crowns last week, and he's like, I'm ready to swing for the fences. Let's go. Okay, because Dad, he has a very interesting strategy, because if Signs does become a wild card next week, then boom, you're going to be able to defend a lot easier. Is that your thoughts, Dad?
Yep, that's the thoughts. And if I could get 2 credits for half the credit because it's worth more, I just got lucky by winning both of them last time and making it to the Kings race, the Kings match of Kings.
Dad has got Norris and Ocon, and he has spent 2 credits to get Verstappen as his wild card to face off against a Sainz who's going to be turboed and a Alonso.
It could be very close because he's probably going to get 60 with Signs, and whatever he gets with Alonso, I'll probably get 30 for Verstappen, and then we'll see how Norris and Ocon do.
Yeah, remember I was telling you, like, the Mega Drives, the wild cards keep you honest.
True.
Like, if he could only turbo, it might be less inclined to have turbo, but I suspected something was going to happen. I didn't think it was going to be a wild card.
Well, my options are turboing Norris or Ocon, but how much are they going to get? And turboing them probably wouldn't be worth
probably less than wild carding for Verstappen.
Mega driving, either of those two doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So if one gets 10, turboing it would only get. Mega Drive would only get 30. But I'm going to get 30 with a wild card of Verstappen probably.
Sure.
We'll see. You'll probably win, but
we'll see.
It'll still be interesting.
So Dad's court race
points,
is Schumacher and Bottas to be able to face off against Magnussen and Zhou. So the court race at this point doesn't really matter because whoever wins the King's race has to forfeit the court, and then the other person will get a guaranteed crown. But there we have it, our lineups. And thank you, Spencer, for joining in and subbing in for Paula. But there we have it. Thank you so much for joining us for League DRD. Until next time, we'll see you on the pit wall.